Hi guys, it's me. So happy new year to everyone. It's already Friday here, so I'm trying to get used to writing 2025, which, I'll continue to write 2024 for at least 4 weeks still. So this is just a nothing burger of a video of some compilations of fails. So I want you to meet Robbie William, not Robbie Williams, Robbie William. I've been hit up by so many Robbie Williams because obviously he's been in the country. He sang here on New Year's Eve and then again yesterday. So this one kept dropping stupid messages in comments. So I said, oh, goody, the 12th fake who can't get the name right since he landed in Oz. To which he responded with, Como voce está? Now, I'm not going to read all that in Portuguese because he does translate it. Note that he left the word Robbie Williams in brackets, so obviously standard format. So in response to all that, I went, laughing emoji, mugu. To which he then realized what he'd done, because he'd obviously been hitting up victims from Brazil or wherever. He then comes back with, how are you doing? Which is Google Translate verbatim, word for word, exactly what that Portuguese was, because I ran it through Google Translate. I am bracket Robbie Williams, close bracket. Thanks for all your support. I am happy about it. This is my private account. The official account is operated by my manager, and I don't want the media to create fake news about me. At which point I'd already had enough. I said, why the hell would you write in Portuguese? We both know you aren't Robbie, so cut the act. Crap format, by the way. Or don't you know where Robbie is right this minute? Or can't you read English, you muggle? Right? Which at that point, bang, he restricted me. I don't think the account's been taken down. And that's the reason I said that was because the initial messages he'd sent in the comments section were sent while Robbie Williams was on stage. So now I can delete that. Another short one, got hit up by Debbie Nelson, the now deceased mother of Eminem. For anyone who doesn't know, Eminem's mother passed away, I think, early December. And after that, on the 20th of December, I get a friend request and the following message. Hello, dear. Thanks for your great love and support as my loyal fans. I'm here to inform you all that I doesn't talk to any of his fans on any social media platforms. So if anyone sends you a message pretending to be me, go ahead and block the person and send me a direct message if you're interested in talking to me. So the man just all over the shop. I said, who is this? Who the hell is Debbie? Why would you assume I'm a fan? I was pretending I didn't know who Debbie was. My mum, came the rather confused response a few days later. I'm Marshall, just checking on your come on my page. I said I should massage you because of all these scammers. I do love being massaged by scammers. I said, what? Why is your English so terrible and why are you using your mum's name and face? 'Cause I really want to know a true fan of my okay. Sorry, I don't normally chat here. You can text me over in Telegram. And in response to 'cause I really want to know a true fan of my okay, I said, what on earth has that got to do with using your mum's name? That's nonsensical. And in response to being asked to text him on Telegram, I said, no. Telegram is only used by nefarious people since the FBI bust with the EFCC and all those scammers. Nobody decent uses it anymore. You should know this. You condemned the platform at your last concert. You said you don't have an account there. Which we all know is bullshit. Eminem never said any such thing. To which he responds with, celebrity life, it's full of that. Apropos of nothing. And continued with, many people pretend to be me, that's why. And he did not block me, I swear to God. I think the account was taken down because right after he said that, it was unavailable on Messenger. I think he'd potentially been reported by someone else. I had not done so. But anyway, it is trash day. I'm cleaning out my Facebook Messenger. Another super short Jimmy Barnes. Sorry, I can't talk this morning. Thank you for your unwavering love, dedication, and support for me over the years. Say it with me, guys. There are no words to describe my gratitude to people like you. I am using this medium as a personal and encrypted space to show gratitudes for the priceless and genuine support for my craft. Feel free to reach out to me. To which I said, despite the PSA, numerous posts, and the speech given at the concert, referring to this being his second account, I'm going to require some form of proof given all factors their due consideration. Thanks. To which my absolute potato came back with, hello, please can you speak English? Because he obviously didn't understand a single word of what I'd just written. I said I did. Clear English. Grammatically correct English. That any author with several books would comprehend. But seeing as English isn't your native tongue, I'll dumb it down for you. Prove your claim. Capiche? Because Jimmy Barnes has written several books. And when he didn't get back to me, I said, how about you tell me the time right now? Let's start with that. Or the time you sent that original message. That's even better. Because at the time of this writing, or the account chatting, Jimmy was in Thailand, not in Australia. So he comes back with, I reach out to you to thank you for your support, and that is all what you can say. Completely indignant. And in response to being asked for the time, he goes, the time is actually 6:56 p.m. right now, which was correct in Aussie time. But Jimmy's in Thailand for Christmas and New Year. So I said, given the PSA and what was said at the last concert, I'm following Jimmy's own instructions after being accused of that was the only thing I had to say instead of pure gratitude at being hit up by this guy. And in response to it being 7 p.m., I said, wrong, Jimmy isn't in Australia, tisk tisk. At which point he obviously just ignored me. I went, you muggles are silly. Always get caught by the small things. Yes, hurry to his profile to see where he is. I live in his town, shaking my head. But that was Monday. That was a week ago. I don't even think that, I can even access his account at this point. So I don't know. Now we have another Jimmy. This one called James Dixon Barnes Official Account. Because, can't have too many L's in the official. Who wanted to be my friend? I said, just FYI, Jimmy Barnes doesn't have a chat account. You'd know this if you knew anything about the man you're pretending to be and what is said on local TV and radio. To hit up Aussies while trying to pass for one is just nonsensical. Make better choices with your life. To which I got the following response. Anyway, I know you might be surprised receiving a text from me, which I hadn't. But actually, this is my chat account that was suggested for me by my management so I can be able to reach out to some of my fans out there who have fallen in victim of scammers. So please do me a favor and stay safe, said no Aussie ever. To which I responded, no, I'm not surprised by your bad format or your bad English. To which my scammer said, it's okay, I understand you, which obviously meant in his brain that he wasn't going to get anywhere with me. I said, bet you don't even know the time right now, or what Jimmy said at the end of his last concert. I do, because I was there. To which he responds with, what do you mean by that? You don't trust me? The penny finally dropping. I said, so you didn't even read my message, shaking my head. Typical Mughal. To which he responded with, look, I would not want to have issues with you, okay? I said, what's the time right now? Answer that. But my scammer was too lazy and said, but I pray you don't regret this. Threatened me with a good time. And in response to, look, I would not want to have issues with you, okay? I said, you make the internet unsafe. Shame on you. And in response to being told that I pray that I won't regret this, I said, regret what? I've met the man several times and you aren't him, dude. True thing, I have. To which he responds with, stay safe online. I love you, all my fans. Love heart. And then finally reads what I said and follows up with, hey, please speak all right nice. Anyway, find another place to argument. Because, yes, I will find another place to argument. Can't argue with that grammar. So I just sent a whole lot of laughing emojis and called him a potato. And in response to being told to find another place to argument, I said, please stay offline and learn English. Shut up! He snarls at me. I went triggered. Aww. And sent a whole bunch of laughing emojis, at which point he blocked me. Now I want you to meet another Jimmy Barnes. Yes, there were 3, I'm afraid. Hi, came the message on Wednesday. I said, hello, who is this, please? I'm Jimmy Barnes, and proceeds to send me a Australian passport. I will let you all have a nice little look at that. Yes, I did find the original. Yes, it is a legitimate Australian passport, clearly not Jimmy Barnes's passport. There are a few things wrong with it, the signature notwithstanding, but they've effectively taken a photo of an Aussie passport and just placed Jimmy's picture on top. That was all, and changed a few bits and pieces. I'm not going to go through all this. I'll tell you right now that he didn't have his first passport issued in 2017. But anyway, so as we know, all celebrities are always going to send you their passports. And obviously I forwarded it through to the real Jimmy. So, this is my fan page, he continues. I'm contacting my fans worldwide. Worldwide? What worldwide? It's a new year, he tells me. How long have you been a fan? And in response to the passport, I said, strange looking passport, seeing as I'm an Aussie and your profile is a mess. To which he responds with, really? Now, it wasn't a strange looking passport, but there were mistakes made. And in response to how long have you been a fan, I said, I know Jane. I was at the house in September. Jimmy knows me. So who are you? To which he responds with, I'm Jimmy. Should I send a voice message? I know a lot of people. And in response to I'm Jimmy, I said, so I'll just let Jane know then that you're here on this profile. And in response to should I send a voice message, I went, oh, please do. And in response to should I let Jane know now that you're here, he goes, no, don't let Jane know, it's private. I said, seeing as you know my name and we've had a meal, and I know David and Rosie, go on then, I'm waiting for the voice note, which he obviously wasn't going to send at this point. You have not had the NDA form. And that's where the scam would have come in, was to get me to fill out an NDA form, which would have been all my personal information, followed by a small fee for a voice note. I was going to keep this going, guys, but the account was taken down. I think he was hitting up several people, and I think due to the passport, someone reported him. I said, listen to what I'm telling you. I've known the Barnes family since 1998, all of them. I live next door to the Riverbend. He never saw it. And when I tried to say I dated Mark back before he married, you do know Mark, right, and Don, it just said unable to send. I think he had his account taken down just because of this wonderful little piece of thing. People who are unfamiliar with scams, I know all my subscribers, you all know all about this. But anyone who doesn't, please, just stating the obvious, people do not send ID to strangers online, and anyone who does is 100% a scammer. So I was a little bit annoyed that this one got taken down. Rather annoyed, actually, because I think this one would have had staying power. Now, strangely enough, I want you to meet David Beckham. David Beckham, who I don't follow. This scammer obviously had tried to hit me up prior and suddenly wanted to befriend me on Facebook. And I was curious. So I said, may I ask why you're asking to follow me using someone else's photo? Are you ashamed of where you're really from? That's a shame. And that's because they were using their own account. To which he responds with, Pleased to have you here. Having not read anything I've written, I said, again, you've not answered my question. Why are you using someone else's face and name? Are you ashamed of being Nigerian? Why? To which he said, I completely understand your concern, and I want to assure you that this is my official account, created by my team to connect with a few of my fans. Unfortunately, I'm aware that imposters have used my name and profile to deceive others, which is truly disheartening. Please know that I am here to communicate authentically and appreciate your understanding. Oh, lovely. Don't worry, you're going to meet Hugh Jackman. To which I said, no, it isn't. I've got all your friends on this account and you're Nigerian. Why would you ask to follow me anyway? Why even use the name and face of a happily married, well, that's debatable, mediocre soccer player with a voice like a toddler? Doesn't make sense. To which he said, so sorry, but I got no friends from Nigeria. Now I'll show you his people he follows. This was all the ones he was following. Opera News Nigeria, which is a newspaper, Owalabi Bello, every single follower, one of his followers was Nigerian. So this man was using his own profile. So in response to, so sorry, but I got no friends from Nigeria, I said, I screenshotted all your likes and friends before you restricted people from seeing it. This isn't my first rodeo, Omo. To which he responded with, lol, you're kind of funny. What are you taking about here? I said, no, I'm not funny. I think what you do is despicable. To which he responds with, I sent you a request just to communicate and be friends, that's all. I said, why would you do that? To which he said, I felt you're one of my fan. I said, why would you think that? A, I even like that squeaky sounding pipsqueak, or B, that I chat with an imposter who used his own profile to hustle. And in response to, I felt you're one of my fan, I said, how? What have you, or what gave you that indication? Besides, you aren't David, we know this already. Told you, I have your friend list and your likes. To which my scammer responds with, I'm not here to convince you. If you aren't ready to text politely, you can use the block button, thank you. To which I went, Opera News Nigeria is who you follow and like. And in response to being told to block him, I said, no, why should I? You muggles make it unsafe for everyone online, shame on you. To which he responded with, what the hell are you saying? Just now getting concerned. I said that you're a fake. Clear enough? And really bad at it too. Plus you picked a really poor celebrity. Terrible human, David is. To which he responded with, if you think I'm fake, why you keep responding? You can use the block button. You got no manners, too bad. Hoping to, I don't know, incite me into something. I said, oh, are you triggered? No remittance for Mugu tonight. And says the child online, lying to people, hypocrisy at its best, in response to being told that I have no manners. To which he responded with, your profile tells it all, rude and mannerless, said the man who couldn't see my profile. I said, a laughing emoji, you don't have the moral high ground here, boy. No clients tonight, I'm not surprised. At which point, bang, he blocked me. Now we come to the last one, which currently is an active chat. Hello, beautiful fan. Happy New Year to you. Hope you're good. Stay blessed. I said, I'm sure I am. Blessed, that is. Good to know, came the response. So tell me, where are you from? I said, same place as you. Isn't that awesome? Just down the road from Deb, in fact. It's so nice to chat with a fellow Aussie, isn't it? You're up late. Because in Australia, it was only 8 a.m. But obviously we knew he was in Nigeria and it was late in the evening. It was after 10 p.m. And in response to same place as you, isn't that awesome? He goes, oh, lovely, smiley face. And in response to just down the road from Deb, in fact, he goes, yeah, it's... For how long have you been a fan? He said, because he was a real wit. And in response to, for how long have you been a fan? I said, I have no idea. I don't keep a calendar, lol. Who does? There's not an anniversary to mark the occasion I first stumbled on something you did. To which he said, aren't you my fan? Absolutely horrified that I didn't mark the day tattooed on my arm, the first day I ever laid eyes on Hugh Jackman. And in response to that, I said, so you keep a calendar of when you first start liking some actor? Is that what you do? But obviously impervious to irony or sarcasm, my idiot just didn't comprehend. It goes, and what is that I did? In response to, there's not an anniversary to mark the occasion I first stumbled on something you did. And in response to, so you keep a calendar of when you first start liking, he goes, what do you mean? I really don't understand, said my man who couldn't understand English. So in response to, and what is that I did? I said, I have no idea. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You're older than I am, so you've always kind of been around on TV and stuff. And in response to, what do you mean I really don't understand? I said, I was speaking clear English. I didn't think fandom and keeping precise records of when I first saw an actor were mutually inclusive or required behaviour. I also like Johnny Depp, but I didn't write down the exact date and time when I first laid eyes on the man. That's creepy and bordering on stalker-like behaviour. And if any fan told you precise stuff like that, you should call the cops, lol. It's unhealthy behaviour from an adult. How do you not know this? So at which point he went away for precisely 2 hours. And team member number 2 came back. Hey, how are you? 2 hours later. I said, yes. Same as I was 2 hours ago. Is this the night shift person or something? To which he responds to, are you on Telegram? Very hurriedly hoping to get me off here because he'd obviously hit up 100 different people and was afraid he was going to get reported. I said, nobody's on that scammer app anymore. Not since the big bust by the FBI and the EFCC. Only people who want their chats monitored use it, and celebs do not use it. The CEO of Telegram got busted for letting scammers and pedos use it. How do you not know this when Hugh does and has spoken against the app? At which point he vanished for a bit and I went, "Aw, you ran away." So, this morning, 3 o'clock, "What do you mean if I run?" said my definitely not Australian. I said, "Can't you speak Australian? Or are you keeping Nigerian time?" Because it was 3:11 in the morning. Tell you what, scroll up to the top of the chat and tell me what time you sent your opening message. Just look at the timestamp there and let me know. And in response to "can't speak Australian" or "are you keeping Nigerian time?" he goes, "Of course I can speak." Completely contradicting himself right there. I said, "Then you should be able to tell me what time you sent that first message, shouldn't you?" Brackets, cue the prevarication. To which he responds with, "I really don't understand what you're saying. You are just talking off key." Said no Aussie ever, trust me. That is not a term used in Australia. And in response to being told he doesn't understand, I said, "That's my point. You cannot comprehend basic Australian." And in response to "you are just talking off key," I said, "Tell me the time you sent your initial message and stop prevaricating." Brackets, you may Google the big words. "Are you or are you not an Aussie like me?" So he vanished for another hour. "I won't talk to you anymore. You're just claiming hard to get, LOL laughing emoji." Because yeah, that's what it is. I'm playing hard to get. To which I responded, "Claiming hard to get? You're just prevaricating because you can't understand basic Australian. Ipso facto, you've given yourself away several times and it's dinner time over there. Make better choices with your life, boy." To which he then responded, "If not that you're small-minded, you will know I can check the internet and answer you, but I decided not to because I'm real," he said, thus proving my point all along because the real Hugh Jackman wouldn't have to go online and Google Australian time because he's here right now visiting family. So I said, laughing emojis, "That's the whole point, boy. The real Hugh wouldn't need to check the internet. Tisk tisk, still deflecting and prevaricating, thus showing your true age. Eat your dinner and go to bed like a good little Nigerian boy that you are. So he came back an hour later, just before. Calm down before you regret this later, oh. Again, showing me where he comes from. I said, regret? Regret chatting with someone who can't do the basic stuff to pull off being an Aussie. Regret that you'll not get remittance from me. Wow, delusion at its finest. To which he responds with, okay, tomorrow I'm gonna call you on video call and see who will be sorry. To which I said, yes, play your silly video or AI animated photo. You still can't get the time zones right, can you? Tisk tisk. You are an amateur, aren't you? Because obviously it's evening in Nigeria. He's about to go to bed, which is why he mentioned tomorrow. In Australia, it is now 10 to 6 in the morning. So he would never have. Anyway, I digress. To which he goes, ha ha ha, you're being crazy. I think we've had him before. The insane ha ha rings a bell. To which I said, says the man with the rubbish English who can't stand that I know exactly who and what he is. Must be a quiet evening over there. No clients for you. To which he responds with, so you don't believe DMW? I don't know what the hell that means. Please let me know. It's 6 in the morning. I have no idea. I don't know whether he meant to write me or what. So I said, and you're quite clearly impervious to any irony, sarcasm, or basic comprehension. Well, to the English language in general, let alone Australian. Tisk tisk, your West African is showing. So I'm hoping he was saying, so you don't believe me, but I don't know what DMW means. I might see if that's something that I'm not aware of because I'm an old woman. So there you go. He was active 4 minutes ago. If he comes back, I'll make a part 2. This one is an interesting one because he keeps threatening to leave and still keeps coming back. I haven't actually called him a fake, but several times I've mentioned Nigeria and blah, blah, blah. He still keeps returning. I don't think they're having much luck. So I've also got a whole bunch of Instagram chats. Oh, and Denny, our little, soothsaying, fortune-telling clothing manufacturer is back. And we have actually booked a time to have a phone conversation this afternoon. I made up an incredible bullshit story about how I'd been away to Darwin in the desert for a few days and just got back and haven't slept. And that's because I wanted to make this video. I will also make a video with the next one where I will play along, I promise, just to want to show people on how boring it does get. There are several videos in the back catalogue for new subs on where I play along for months at a time sometimes. And it just gets tedious if they don't get to the scam quickly. So there you go. Like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. I love you guys. This was just a little bit of emptying the trash. I know this Hugh Jackman will be back. He was active 4 minutes ago. He's a very active young man. So there will no doubt be a part 2 on the trash. Okay, talk to you later. Bye.